Hey, welcome to this quick training on organic chat sequencing on LinkedIn. This should be generating you a bunch of calls. And honestly, if you do that properly and you do that with your content strategy and engaging with your audience, if you follow the steps in the organic method, you will generate minimum between 5 and 10 calls per week. Now, this is the guide that you're going to download or that you have in front of yourself right now. You can read a little bit about myself. That's just if you're curious. Then the chat sequence, which is what you're probably looking for, is gonna come in a second. Here you got the link to this video. Keep in mind that you really want to get this strategy right. So you don't want to go ahead and copy and paste the messages without understanding the reason behind why the words are used the way they're used. So in this video, I'm going to go step by step and explaining what's the psychology behind the copy, okay? Now, on LinkedIn, we're going to have people who we are reaching out to, people who we are sending friend requests or connection requests, and then we're going to have people that want to connect with us. Now, this is for people that you want to connect, your targeted leads. And if you've read the whole LinkedIn guide, you will know how to find your leads and everything else. I'm going to skip these steps because I understand that you got this part clear. Now, when you send a connection request to someone, you want to send them with a personal message. You want to do that because it's going to be much more efficient, and you're going to get a lot more of connection requests accepted if you personalize it a little bit. Now, this is a template, okay? You want to use the template, but you see there's some parts of this template that you need to personalize. Now, if you think that this is wasting your time and personalizing your messages is going to take away a lot of your time, you're getting this completely wrong, because not doing it is going to actually waste a lot of your time, because you're going to be doing work that it's not going to work, it's not going to fly, and you're going to get frustrated because you're going to be doing work that doesn't get you any result. So if you want to get results, stick to the process. Now, here is what you say, hey, and you want to use their name. Don't fuck up and copy this, because then it's gonna push your leads away. Okay, you want to put the name here. I hope you're staying safe out there. The reason I'm using that is because I'm shooting this video during the coronavirus crisis, and you want to make it relevant to the current situation. So I hope you're staying safe out there. Now, what I say is I saw that we have several connections in common, such as, and you want to put here one of the connections that you have in common. And you will always have connections in common because you'll be reaching out to second-degree connections. Second-degree connections are friends of your friends or connections of your connections. So you're always going to have someone who you can mention. So they'll say, oh, this person is friend of this one. Now, you can do that and personalize it to that point, or you can use any other kind of commonality that you find in the profile, or you can just say, hey, I saw that we have some friends in common, or I saw that you have some things in common, and I thought it would be worthwhile to connect. And so you could skip this personalizing bit here, but I really recommend the more personal you make it, the more success you will have. Now, finally, you say, I look forward to hearing from you, regards, and then your name. Now, the only purpose of this message is to let them know that we actually care, that it's not like we're just sending mass requests to people that we have no idea who they are. So people will more likely accept your request if you send them a message like that. Then the second message, this is actually a message when people send you a connection request. Now, you're going to see that if you implement the strategies properly and you keep being consistent doing the work on LinkedIn, you will start having people reaching out to you and sending you connection requests. Now, this is a perfect opportunity for you to spark a conversation. And you want to ask them, you say, hey, use the name. Thanks for the connection request and welcome to my network. So the first thing you do is make it clear that you know that they have been reaching out to you. So it's them coming to you. And then may I ask what caught your eye and made you reach out? Now you want to understand why they reach out to you? What makes them want to be a connection, to be a friend on LinkedIn? And you will find out that some people, if you have an optimized profile, some people say, oh, I've seen that you do that, or I've seen that you're a coach, or you help people with anxiety. So that's your first opportunity to learn about them and to understand what they see in you, because they're going to start selling themselves here. Cool. So this is when it comes to sending friend requests, connection requests, or getting connection requests from other people. Okay. Then of course from here you want to follow up the conversation, and you're gonna take always these conversations onto a phone conversation. You want to take this conversation offline. Then the second message that you'll be sending is 24 hours after your connection request have been accepted. Okay, so you've sent the message number 1 to someone that you want to connect with, and 24 hours later, when they accept, you want to send them this message. Okay, and this is one of the most important messages that you're going to be sending out. Now, again, you say, hey, use their name. Thanks for accepting my connection request and welcome to my network. I hope you're safe and healthy in your side of the world. The reason I say that is because of the coronavirus again. If there wasn't the coronavirus going around, I would probably miss that bit. Okay, then you want to say, after reading your profile, I wanted to send you a little note because I see that you are a business coach, entrepreneur, a CEO, or whatever, and this can be different every time. Sometimes I say, because your tagline really caught my eye, because I see that you are in Arizona and I've got friends in Arizona, and you want to make it something personal, because they're gonna read something and they want to understand that you actually did look at the profile. Then this sentence here, it is very important that you craft a sentence similar like that. Now, I say, you probably saw that I help coaches build a sustainable and ethical business online without paid ads or complicated tech stuff. Then the reason I'm saying you probably saw is because I understand that if they have accepted my connection request, and after me looking at their profile, I would expect them to look at my profile as well. So I'm assuming that they know what I do. So it's not as big as a pitch, like saying, hey, I help coaches, do you want me to help you? I say, hey, you probably know that because it's all over my profile. It's no secret, it's there, it's public, and that's what I do. And everyone in my connection list, on my connections list, knows about that. So you're assuming that they already know this. You probably saw that I help coaches build a sustainable and ethical business online without paid ads or complicated tech stuff. Now, what I say is, what people do I help coaches? What do I help them with to build a business? But it's not only a business, it's sustainable and ethical, okay? In this case, I'm not saying I help coaches make $10,000. I help coaches make 6 figures, because the current situation in the market is of fear and uncertainty, and businesses are not sustainable. And a lot of people do unethical things to make money. So this is how I differentiate myself. And I sell them something that they probably want, which is build a business that's sustainable and ethical and online. And then I say, what are they going to avoid if they decide to help with me? So they're not going to be paying for ads, and they're not going to be dealing with complicated tech stuff, which is basically 2 of the biggest fears of most coaches going online. Now, this last sentence here, it is crucial that you write it similar to that, okay? I'd be happy to share some tips that you might find useful to grow your coaching business online during our current situation, if you are open to chat. Now, I'm not saying I'll be happy to sell shit on you as soon as you jump with me on the phone. I'll say, hey, I'll be happy to share some tips that that could help you to grow your coaching business online. And now I say during the current situation, because a lot of people understand or believe that because of the current situation, it's going to be really hard. So if by saying that, what I'm doing is breaking an objection. If they think, oh yeah, but the current situation is not going to help, I say, during the current situation, because I know my niche, I really know the language, and I really know what they fear. Now you say, I look forward to hearing from you, and your name. Okay, so see, I'm not pushing my thing, I'm not selling anything, I'm just asking questions and offering some value. So people, very few people feel like I'm being salesy or I'm being pushy. And even if someone, like it's 1 in 100, say, hey, I don't want to buy anything, I always say, well, I didn't say I wanted to sell you, I just wanted to give a hand. And you can turn this around very easily, because you're not being salesy, you're not being pushy, which is what most people hate. Now you want to send that 24 hours later, not right away, not too late, because people forget. You want to keep the conversations flowing, okay? Then the next message, it is the third message here, and you want to send that 7 days after they accepted your connection request if there's been no response. That means that some people accept the request, they see your message, or they might not see your message, they ignore you, and the messages get lost, the inbox get busy. It happens all the time, okay? So you say, hey, name, just realized I never heard back from you, and I thought I'd bump our conversation back to the top of your inbox in case you missed my last message. I will try to contact you again down the track. In the meantime, here's my last free training for coaches. You will also receive some free PDFs on your email. And then I leave the link here, which is my case study. So what's going to happen? Now they're going to see the message, and they might keep ignoring it, but if I'm giving something of value, they might click on it. And it's going to be another opportunity for me to spark the conversation or to keep the conversation flowing. And if they don't reply, but they get curious and they open up my freebie, my ebook, whatever it happens that you're sending, then you're going to build some authority. You're going to create some rapport. So what I'm sending is that if they click here, it's just going to show you. So you see what they get to see. The first thing they have to do is to leave their email, right? And then I also say, because they need to leave the email, I also say that you will also receive some free PDFs on your email. So why am I saying that? I'm saying that because people, sometimes they don't want to leave their emails because they think they're going to get spam. What I'm saying is, if you leave the email, you'll receive some free PDFs as well. So hopefully that's going to increase the conversion rate. And now when they click on here, what they see is, how these coaches transition from face-to-face coaching to working online, even in times of crisis, and for a limited time only, training that reveals, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just giving them reasons to click. Now, when I go ahead and click, they will watch my case study video, and they will learn how to start up a scalable business, blah, blah. They will watch the video, which is going to be full of my testimonials and also a lot of value. And then I offer here to book a game plan session. And also they have here some results. Okay, so this is like one of my clients, another one of my clients. So they can click here and watch the videos right away. And also if they book a call on here, they will see another, like, more testimonials as well. So this is going to build some authority and some rapport and some touch points with my audience. You can use, as I said, anything, an ebook or anything you like. Okay, it's to give something of value to your audience and build some rapport. Then this is 7 days after they accepted your connection request. Now, let's say that if they don't reply that message, you want to come back after 28 days or a month, and you say, hey, hi again, name, just reaching out, as I mentioned in my previous message, not sure you got them and wanted to reach out just in case you missed them. Look forward to hearing from you. So this is basically another opportunity for them to, to engage in a conversation and for you to take the conversation offline. After that, look, you've done more than enough. Because the thing is that you don't really want to get caught up chasing leads that you think they could be good or they could end up buying. You really want to spend your time with the leads that actually are ready to buy, the leads that are interested. So there's a, if you go chasing your leads from a needy scarcity mindset, they're gonna run away. So at this point, I would leave it. I would delete, or just leave them, because they're gonna keep watching your training and seeing your content, and then they might end up signing up. I've got clients that they've signed up with me after months being in my network. So you really want to follow up, but to a point. Okay, you don't really want to keep sending them emails and messages. Then finally, when they say, yes, I'm open for a chat, then what you want to do is say, awesome, happy to send you my calendar link so you can pick a time that suits both of us, or that works for both. That's wrong. This way, we don't get confused with the time zones. Would that be okay with you? And you want to ask that. You don't really want to send them the link right away. That's pushy. That's fishy. Okay. You want to get another little commitment from them. That's micro commitment. Okay. They'll say, yes, sure, send me the link. And then you can send them the link. And then is what I do. You say, awesome, please check this link and let me know if you cannot find a time that suits you. I send them my calendar link. And then you want to track this stuff. You want to really put these names on a list. And I personally use Trello, because Trello works pretty well. And if they don't book a call, you want to come back and say, hey, just checking, could you find a time that suits for you in my calendar? And they'll say, oh, sorry, I was so busy, I forgot. I'll do it now. Because some people forget, some people get busy, some people they're not so interested. So it's important that you follow up. And that's it, guys. So I hope that helps. You can read the whole guides and go through it. You will need to write these messages the first time, and then track your progress, track the conversion, see how it works, and keep adjusting them. Okay, you will start hearing. When you send this message, actually, you're going to get a lot of feedback from your audience. When I ask this to people, a lot of people say, oh, I resonated with the fact that you're a public speaker. I like the unstoppables that you have on the tagline. I like the fact that you help people building a sustainable business. And then you want to use these words, because these are the words that actually resonate. So you will have to play a little bit around, but you really need the data. You need to understand what works and what doesn't, so you can adjust your approach. If you have any questions, as I said at the end, you can get back to me, find for Carlos on LinkedIn, shoot me a message, or watch the training here and book a call if you want to really increase your success on LinkedIn. All right, guys, I hope it helps. I'll catch you later.